Mary was staring into the mirror, going about her morning routine, when suddenly she noticed something strange. Her reflection had snuck a glance at her, but as soon as Mary looked directly at the mirror, her reflection quickly synchronized with her movements again. Mary grew up in a wealthy family, but one that lacked love. Her father was a successful plastic surgeon, decisive in his work but dismissive of Mary and her mother. He even had a mistress on the side. Mary's mother was a typical housewife who had no income and devoted her life to her husband and child. She had no choice but to endure her husband's behavior in silence. Influenced by her family, Mary developed a timid and self-conscious personality from a young age. At school, she never dared to fight back even when bullied. Fortunately, her best friend's boyfriend stepped in and taught the bully a lesson. It was because of this incident that Mary gradually developed a crush on her best friend's boyfriend. One day, after being bullied again, Mary came to the mirror with tears in her eyes. To her surprise, she found an ultrasound photo tucked in the mirror's crevice. It showed twins. Ever since discovering this photo, strange things started happening around Mary. One night, just as she was about to fall asleep, she heard someone calling her name from the bathroom. Mary walked over nervously and saw a figure in the mirror with its back turned to her. The figure slowly turned around, and Mary realized it looked just like her. The reflection introduced herself as Elin, Mary's sister who had been abandoned by their father at birth. Mary finally understood. The twins in the photo were actually her and Elin. The next day, Mary's best friend invited her to an abandoned skating rink under the pretext of teaching her how to skate. However, as soon as they reached the center, her friend let go of Mary's hand, causing her to fall hard on the ice. Despite Mary's pleas for help, her friend began accusing her instead. It turned out that she had long noticed Mary's feelings for her boyfriend and wanted to teach her a lesson. That night, a heartbroken Mary confided in Elin through the mirror. Elin seized the opportunity and urged Mary to let her out, claiming she could help fulfill Mary's wishes. Just as Mary was about to make the switch, her mother interrupted. She gave Mary a tiara, hoping she would have fun at the skating ball. However, Mary couldn't even stand steadily on the ice, let alone skate with confidence. At the ball, Mary's best friend's boyfriend approached her. His gentlemanly demeanor once again melted Mary's heart. But just as she was lost in the sweet moment, she caught sight of her best friend's resentful gaze. Mary accidentally slipped and fell. To her surprise, the usually mean bully was now dressed in a suit and extending his hand to her like a gentleman. Thinking he was really trying to help, Mary reached out, only to have the bully forcefully drag her across the ice. After he left with a smug look, Mary crawled out of the ballroom in humiliation, pushing through the gawking crowd. She ran home in tears and told Elin about the injustice she suffered. Elin said that in order to receive her help, Mary had to get close to the mirror and switch places with her. Although scared, Mary ultimately followed Elin's instructions step by step, determined to never be bullied again. She inched closer and closer to the mirror,